Hello, and welcome to another episode of Talking Note. This episode covers Death Note, the Japanese anime, episode 27, called Abduction. In this episode, we're introduced with new characters, Mello and Nier, who grew up in the foster home that L grew up in. So I kind of really like this storyline because it kind of relieves the death of L, and it just shows that L was a good guy and he grew up in a good place. And these people are kind of like savants, like L was a little bit. They're really smart. They're really meticulous, and they're not like L, but they're similar to L. They have similar traits, and so it starts out that they know about the Death Note, and they know that Kira is in Japan somewhere, and Mello kidnaps one of the police officers in order to find, to get the Death Note from the police office in Japan, because they're hiding the Death Note secretly, and they want to get that Death Note. The American FBI, it's actually who Mello and Nier are working for, the American FBI. Well, Mello isn't. I think Mello's on his own. But Nier is working for the American, some group or something like that. And they try to get the Death Note from them, and when Light kills the person who they had abducted, they abduct the daughter, the sister of Light, whoever the sister's name is. And let's see what happens there. They kidnap her. And Light's father wants to go take the Death Note and visit to exchange the Death Note for his daughter. And that's about all that happens. Then it turns out that L, who is Light now, Light poses as L, calls up the Nier guy, and Nier is aware that L is dead because he grew up in the foster home that L grew up in, and they find out that he's dead way later on, towards 2012. So this is 6 years later from the main storyline. And let's see, that's about all that happens. Nier confronts L2, as he calls him, who is Light. And Nier calls himself N. And it was a pretty interesting episode. I predict... I don't know what to predict for the next episode. I guess L will figure out... Light will try and figure out who Nier is, but he's not going to be successful. I think Mello is more in danger than Nier is, and that's about all I can predict. I liked Ryuk in this episode. He was watching the family talk, Light's family talking, and he's like, "Look at this, how cute! The most unfortunate family in the world, right here." That was pretty funny. Let's see. And Ryuk was really funny in this episode. No Apple talk, but he was funny. He said finally something interesting because he's been hanging out with Light for 6 years and not much has been happening. So, I'll catch you guys later in the next episode. Thanks.